So it looks like Kevin Hart has some very spicy words when it comes to cancel culture, which is a good thing. I want to hear what Kevin Hart, someone who was literally canceled himself, what he has to say in slamming cancel culture, slapping it across the face, and putting it in its place. Let's go ahead and hear what Kevin Hart has to say about this. Before we get into this, if you guys would, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. I greatly appreciate that. That really helps out me, and that helps out my channel, and that means a lot to me. So thank you. Let's go ahead and get into this. Kevin Hart pushes back against cancel culture. We're letting people control and dictate the start and finish of people's lives, which is true. Kevin Hart knows what it feels like to be canceled. The actor-comedian was invited to host the Oscars 2 years ago. Interestingly, this happened after the whole Oscars so white thing. They decided to then bring on a black host, but then they canceled the black host they brought on. And then it was just the dumbest thing. When I saw that, I was like, really? You're going to scream and cry for like 2 years in a row about Oscars so white, and then you decide to bring on a black host, and then you cancel the black host that you bring on. Are people really this just out of touch with reality and how dumb they are? Are they really lacking this much self-awareness? Apparently. Anyway, but was forced to step down before the job even began after the media dug through his old tweets and accused him of H-phobia. Now Hart is hitting back at cancel culture's practitioners, saying they leave no room for growth or redemption. We're letting people control and dictate the start and finish of people's lives, Hart said in an interview with Deadline. If people have done something wrong, the idea of canceling these people and ending whatever career or thing they have, if it's just over, then what's the teachable moment for them? What? It's over and then you can't do nothing else for the rest of your life because you made a mistake? Which is true. Like, what exactly is this accomplishing? It isn't really accomplishing anything. It's just a chance for SJWs to exploit totalitarianism power over individuals. That is all that it is. It is based on a Marxist foundation. It is based on communist roots. That is what SJWs literally has become like a Marxist movement. Same with BLM, same with Antifa, all these movements, all these organizations, whatever, they're all based on the same Marxist principles. That is what their foundation is. SJWs are the same way. SJWs are terrible. They are terrible for our society. They are terrible for our culture. They want to destroy people's lives that they don't agree with. It fits right in with Marxist ideologies. So, Kevin Hart spoke to Deadline. Basically, SJWs, they aren't looking for any sort of actual apology from people. They still will go after you. They still will cancel you, even if you do apologize. And that's what happened to Kevin Hart. Nothing changed because he apologized for this, for his H-phobia tweets or whatever from like 10 years ago. Which is so stupid, the fact that someone gets canceled for jokes that he made 10 years ago. It is ridiculous. Kevin Hart spoke to Deadline to promote his Emmy chances for his Netflix special, Kevin Hart Don't F This Up, but the lengthy conversation turned toward more controversial subjects, including cancel culture and his friend Ellen DeGeneres, who is facing her own cancel mob right now. Just did a video on that not very long ago. Hart said that cancel culture doesn't allow people to make mistakes and to learn from those mistakes, which is true. What happened to the days of making a mistake, learning from the mistake, not doing that, and educating others on what to do because of your mistakes? That is literally what that is what the American ideal is. That is what the American worldview is. That is not what Marxist worldviews are based on. This is what true Americans do. They give grace to people. I mean, it's part of our Christian foundation, I guess, of this country. We give grace to other people when they make mistakes, and that is something that is important. That is something that we should all do. You know, if someone apologizes for something terrible that they've done, and they show that they're actually sorrowful in that, and they're not going to continue to do the same stupid stuff over and over again, that is something that we should acknowledge. So when Kevin Hart, when he apologized for what happened to him, it didn't change anything. he was still canceled. Which is why I had respect for him, because at first, Kevin Hart, he didn't apologize. He was like, I'm not going to apologize for tweet jokes that I made 10 years ago. I'm not going to do it. And I was like, good on you, Kevin Hart. That is something that you shouldn't have to apologize for. And then, next thing you know, he's apologizing. I'm like, Kevin, what? Why? Why? How do you know what to tell your kid to do or not to do? You have to be in a position of experience to say, don't touch that stove because it's hot. Because you touched it when it was hot. I can't give you that lesson if I don't have the experience. Hey, in the corporate world, this is how you move and maneuver, and you make sure you do it accordingly. You make sure that you treat every woman with respect. You make sure that you do not act a certain way, and this and that, and it's based off of what? Knowledge, experience. It's based off of growth. It's based off understanding, and that is what humanity is all about. It's about growth. It's about learning from our mistakes and our experiences and all that type of stuff. That is what being a human is. But apparently SJWs, they aren't humans. They're just weird little screeching parasites that live in our society. And they're literally just goblins, to be honest. I mean, have you seen pictures of SJWs? They're goblins. I mean, who was it? There was somebody that I follow who literally called like some SJW women goblins at one point. It was funny. I don't remember who it was, but yeah. So Hart is the latest comedian to publicly denounce cancel culture. So there you go. That's pretty much what Kevin Hart has to say about it. The comedian also struck an apologetic note when asked about the Oscars dust-up from 2018. I think that my cockiness got in the way, he said, referring to his initial refusal to apologize and bow to the cancel mob. I think that my apology for my past remarks would have come sooner instead of me thinking that people still had the wrong idea. He added, my growth and progression after mishap and mistake is one that's on display as well, but I think here what helped me was being vulnerable and real. And that's fine. No, that was his choice to kind of take that road. That's not what I would have done. If I made a joke 10 years ago that people nowadays find offensive, I'm not going to apologize for it. I will apologize for actual things that I've done that are, you know, sinful to other people, hurtful to other people, or whatever, you know. But I'm not going to apologize for jokes that I made 10 years ago. That is absolutely ridiculous. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about what Kevin Hart has to say about cancel culture. More and more people are pushing back against cancel culture, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart